Hi, crafty friends. Thank you for joining me this evening. I'm so happy you're here because I have a not a stamp set, a die set that I'm wondering if you missed in the catalog. Anyway, what can I say? Oh, yeah, I better do this part. Hi, I'm Sandy of Lollyandsand. I'm a independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Ontario, Canada. And thank you for joining me. All right, let me just make sure it's all working. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to talk for long. I'm not going to talk for very long because this is a fairly involved card. It's got lots of little pieces, so I want to get to that part. And hello, Elsie. Hello, Bea. Welcome. Your comments and your likes, your shares, your loves, and if you're watching the replay on YouTube, subscribing is an awesome thing too. All right, I'm going to turn the camera on, and I promise this time, do I say this every week? I am not going to cut you off again. Let's see what happens. All right, sorry about my hand. Oop, and I don't want to hit any of those buttons because that makes a huge mess. Okay, I will stand up so I don't mess this up. This way. Yay! It's done. Hey, Marjorie. All right, and then I'm going to move you nice and close. And you know what? Before the video, I forgot to turn the light on. So let's do that too. Oh, so many things to do. I've only missed 1 week. And it's like I've forgotten everything. Hey, Rosemary, it has been a while. So last week I was planning a little mini vacation and I didn't get to go. But I also had nothing prepared because I didn't think I was going to be here. And it turned out I was here. My daughter had worked 4 days straight, which totals 48 hours. And she woke up on the day I was leaving saying, I am so sick. That's exhaustion sick. Anyway, here's the dies. So are they going to fit in here? I got to go back to the video part so we can see. Let it catch up. So you get all these dies in one set. These are called the paper Florist dies. I'll move them down a little bit further. You get so many pieces. I'm going to describe and show you what they are. Okay. Then I have to move. Whoop, not that far. We'll save this one for the end because this one baffled me. Actually, these baffled me too. Okay, this is really cool. And what I did is I had to double some of them up to fit on this little piece of paper. Heaven forbid I have the right size piece of paper. This is cool. You know what I like about these dies? They look retro to me. Like this one especially looks retro. So it cuts out 4 pieces at the same time. 2 small and 2 large petals. That's pretty cool. I'm just going to stack those guys back up. I like that because it's so much easier than running it through over and over and over, running the die through. This one obviously cuts out 2 at a time, and it's these petals here. For the flower, I did run this through twice. These ones are cool. This is them here. They make really pretty flowers. Love it. Self-explanatory. This is a leaf. Here's the leaf here. This is a leaf. Here's the leaf here. This is a flower center. Look at that. Look how cute is that? All right. These are also flower centers. Here. Some of them have a little pattern on them. My video hasn't caught up, so it's like, okay. I'm hoping I'm showing you everything. These, let's see. Center. That's obviously a leaf as well. This goes with these tulips. So this is the bottom of the tulip, and these are in slightly different sizes. You die cut them, and then they go like that. I didn't do a flower like that for this card, which is why I'm showing you that. Okay, flower, those. These are little center pieces there, and that one cuts out 4. They're so tiny, you're going to need your tweezers, okay? You're going to need your tweezers. Here's these ones here. These cut out, you put them through and they cut out 2, which is awfully nice. What I want to show you on these is there's a few different things you can do. And I did some in really rustic colors, but I don't have that piece ready yet. I've had my grandson. I'm lazy, okay? I was busy, and I'm doing an event, so I'm not lazy. I was busy. with these lines, they're perfect fold lines for making pieces. I'm just using my thumbnail. 3D. Look how cool is that? You can also do that with these here as well. I'll show you when I make the card actually, because then I won't be there. Which is cool, making them kind of stand up. Oh, which one should we do next? Okay, let's do this one. This cuts out 3. Any idea what these are? Hi, Diane. I think I got everybody. Comments go past and then I miss them. I thought these were vases. Except this line here kind of baffled me. What is that line for? So, oh, they go this way. Trying to keep them all together. They cut out 3 at a time. So it cuts this. See that little cut there? And it makes a little line across here. And like I said, I was baffled. Seriously baffled. I looked at the back of the catalog for help, because a bunch of these flowers are here. That's the daisy suite. But a bunch of these flowers and leaves are here. And, well, that just had me going. So, I don't know if you looked at the back, but there's a lot of really cool stuff. This is how it works. Put a little adhesive, say, right here, whichever direction you're going. There's a little line here, which you can hardly see. And you adhere them, and there's your petal. You can then shape them backwards. You can shape them forward, however you want it to be. Isn't that cool? Mine didn't quite turn out because I hadn't seen that tip in time. So I'll show you. Well, I'll show you in a second because, oh no, it's not here. So I handled this paper so much it's no longer cooperating. So you can make a big flower like that. I wanted to make one like the catalog, but that didn't work. Okay, so there's this little grassy piece. What is that? Okay, this is something that I actually, where is it? Okay, I'm going to use this. When I do my paper quilling, I actually take a piece that's narrower than this and I use my scissors and I cut little lines closer than those. Okay, but then I have a quilling tool that I'll exaggerate this, that goes like this around the paper and then it goes around it. So you can use your fingers or you can take your pick tool, a needle, whatever you have, at least to get yourself started. So let's get it started and then roll, roll, roll. Whenever I paper quill, I usually hold the top and the bottom at the same time. I know, and it's hard to see with my hands in the way of this little piece. You roll, 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 and at the very end, you're going to use a glue dot, or let's say you're going to use Tombow. But for this purposes of this, I'm going to use nothing. And then what you do is this. I use my thumb, finger, whatever works. And you can pull these down and it turns out to be the center of a flower. Which would then, let me use the one that I actually did, looks like that. I think you can see all that. Peel that back a little bit. You can leave some of them standing, like the middle ones. I do tend to do that, or you can open up the whole thing. And that, once you've got all your petals on, is the center of your flower. Isn't that cool? I would love to hear your thoughts on that. This was not hard to do. I rolled that one with my fingers, not even with my take your pick tool. I'm working on a 3D piece that will show this off better probably than I'm doing here. Anyway, like I said, we have a lot of pieces in the card. So let's very carefully put those aside so I can put them away and get started. I want you know what I did? We're going to be heat embossing a little bit, and I have all my little pieces, extra pieces, on my silicone mat. What's the word? Flower. That is Poppy Parade. This is Calypso Coral, and this is Melon Mambo. I haven't used this for a while because I've been using Polished Pink, but I believe that's gone now, so I can use these. Now, I got a little bit lazy, and I started using glue dots. So lazy. And what I found is you can either curl these first or you can wait till you're done. If you wait till you're done, it's not quite as easy. But let's get through this. And don't use a ton of glue. Okay, one goes, let's go X direction, one goes plus direction. Let's hold that for just a moment. Okay, for this flower, I'm actually going to curl up. You can use your bone folder, but I find that my finger just seems to be the right size. My fingernail seems to be the right size for this. Now, yes, this is going to be on a card, and it will get a little bit smushed, so you don't have to go nuts so crazy and make it too 3D. All right, so let's put the next piece on. And let's put the next piece on with some glue. So that one, there's the plus, so I'm going to go that direction. Make it an X. Oops, stay down. Oh, yeah. Stay. And I did one and I didn't have it centered and it annoyed me. So I redid it. Oh, right. Am I out of glue? You can't be out of glue. I just opened a new one, but, you know, where's that? Hiding somewhere else. Okay, we'll just hold that down. I'm not going to put the centers in until they're nice and dry. And we'll finish that. Okay, this one kind of baffled me because the petals aren't even. See what I mean? There's 3 down here and 2 up there. So I thought, why don't I just go with the flow? Come on. Seriously, get another one. I have 3 on the go right now, but all 3 are almost empty. Let's give that one a shot. You too? Oh, there we go. Ack, too much glue. We'll just take that off. Now you know why I'm using my silicone sheet. So the 3 are down here. So I'm going to put the 3 up here for this one. Somewhat. You're not going to see that glue, by the way. These guys are going to cover up some of the empty spots. I really have to see Stampin' Up do this. I watched a bunch of videos to check it out. And I just couldn't find anybody that had it like bang on, you know. I'm going to go right there, cover up that little empty spot. Get in the center. Get in the center. Nope. As in the center. There we go. And we'll hang on to that one too. All right. No, I'm just going to leave that there and turn it. Now this one, because this one is quite easy. I like this one because, like the others, I don't know if you can see it, but there's just a little ridge around the petal. And it just gives it a little bit more definition. All right, 1, 2. We go that direction. Hold it, whoopsie, hold that down. And for anyone waiting for their event package, I should be delivering them next weekend. So not this coming one, the following one. Like the 9th, 10th, somewhere in that ballpark. Just so you know. Alrighty. And let's bring in the centers. So I cut a bunch. 3 flowers. Bunch of centers, and I know I have one of these because I just thought this was so pretty. All right, so here we go. On this one, and don't be stuck there. On this one, I am going to put this one down first, for starters. Oh, I hope that's in view. It is. Okay, good. You know, you get working and you forget. And then one of these little pieces with the dots right on top. So don't go nuts so crazy with the glue because the glue will come through those dots. Didn't that just make it super cute? Again, I'm going to curl those. Okay, for this one, I'm just going to go simple with this one. And I know flowers have different insides. It's just there's going to be a fair bit going on this card. I did read your mind, Rosemary. Ooh. Rosemary's doing my Funfold Frenzy in on June 24th. Okay, so these guys. Whoopsie. Oh, don't do that. That's a little bit too much glue. All of a sudden, I'm all glue crazy. One goes one way, one goes the other way, and just wait till you've got it in place, and then I have to pick it up, maneuver it around a bit. Looking good. And then I'm going to put this on top. It just looked so dang cute on the card. I had to do it. By the way, if you're not following me on YouTube, I'm lollyandsand. Follow me there, because if you want to view my videos, it's just as easy to, instead of scrolling through my Facebook, they're all right there. Okay, and that's going to go on this flower. Isn't that cute? I think cute might be the word of the night. Good Lord, I think it is. Alrighty, and in the center, best as possible. Alrighty, then we go back to this one, and this one, I'm going to give these a little curve up, just the top ones, leaving the bottom ones down. Paper curls beautifully. It's kind of brutal on your fingernails. If you've done as much paper quilling as me, it's brutal on your fingernails, but it's worth it in the end. And I think the bone folder's too big for this, you know. Okay, up they go. Ta-da! Now we have a 3D flower. This one, again, kind of baffled me, but we're going to go up. I'm just going to take all of them. We're going to all go up. Bend, 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 bend. Up. Bend. Oop, not bent. Bend. A gentle bend, darling. A gentle bend. And then this one also going up. Just a little bit. This would have been easier before I put the center on, but of course I get talking and then I forget. The card itself is very easy to put together, and we will get to that momentarily. We just have, there's the flowers, a couple more things to do before we get going on that. I'm going to bring in, this is, I keep things. That's the back of the new in color dots, because I have a bunch of pieces. I think I have way too many, actually. I only need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. So I meant to cut them all out in white, but I had one left over in soft seafoam, so I thought I'll keep it. In fact, we'll do it like that. We'll do less. So I already have green. Ask me what color. It's pretty soft seafoam. So I'm just going to add a little bit of color, not a ton. And only to the tops. And this guy too. Just a little bit. And they don't have to look all the same. I find that kind of important, that they not all look the same. All right, now the pieces. All right, so let's get the actual card out, which is right here. My base is soft seafoam, and you guessed it, flowers aren't perfect in nature. You are right. They're beautiful. Not perfect, like us. We're not perfect either. 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And if you notice, see how off that is? Put it like that, hold it down, grab a bone folder, and go like that. Now we're even all the way around. So if you have difficulties with your hand, put it in hands. My hands have been really sore lately, which is so bizarre. You can, I don't know if you can see the bottom of it, so I'll go like this. Can you see the bottom of it? I think so. Or like this. Hold it down like this, get nice and even, and then use your bone folder across it. I often use my trimmer for that, especially if I'm doing multiples, because using your fingers and holding it like that just doesn't make sense. I bet you can guess what paper this is. It's a Zoo Crew. We're using this side. That piece is way too big. Come back, paper trimmer. All right, somebody cut her paper wrong. So it should be 4 1/8, which it, or yeah, 4 1/8, which it is, but then 5 3/8. So it's just a smidge too long, that tiny little bit. Good thing to check before. You know what? The trimmer is worth its weight in gold. Double check it. Make sure it fits just like I just did. Beautiful. Nice narrow border. So this card's rather bold. Definitely come back either here on Facebook or on Instagram or my blog, which is also Lollyandsand, and check out the card also made with these same dies. It is completely different. Shock. All right. Oh, you know what? We need to do some heat embossing. Stat. Okay. I'm just gonna... Here it is. Where's my piece? This is vellum. And if you can see that dotted line, maybe not. I cut it. It's the glue much. I cut it using the largest... I'll put this underneath so you can see it. That will help. The largest of the stylish shapes circles. All right. Even with vellum, doesn't matter what it is, use your embossing buddy. All right. I am using Best Wishes, which is from Artistically Inked. One moment. Whoops. Which looks like this. It's always nice to see what it is. Pardon me. All right. And that's going to go over here. I like circles for this because I can't see through this, you know. There. Well, I've turned off my X-ray vision. Let's put it that way. All right. And then we're going to heat emboss. So the word is right there. So I'm going to be careful not to touch that part, hopefully. And on we go. I always find you don't need a ton. I see people dump out the whole thing. Absolutely not necessary. If you don't think it's dark enough, then definitely give it another. That looks really good. All right. I know I didn't put the lid on. We'll do that later. All right. Okay. So I'm going to heat up my heat tool off camera just a little bit because it's kind of noisy. And when you're using vellum, you always want to heat up your heat tool. Definitely always. Alrighty, and then I'm just going to do this upside down. I always say this, the magic never gets old. Come on. There we go. Yeah, hot on my fingers. There we go. Turn that off. Best Wishes. Beautiful. All right. So, this is going to go about here-ish. You know me, not top, not bottom, somewhere between here and there. And I don't want to see, you don't want to see any adhesive. So I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to put it over at this side. That's all it really needs to hold. Oh, that's higher than I want. Vellum's kind of cool because you can take it off. There we go. Down a little bit lower. You know, hardly enough to warrant taking it off, but, you know, call me weird. It doesn't matter. You won't hurt my feelings. Okay, so here are our leaves. And I've already pinched the bottom off of this one because I know I don't need it that long. And we'll go for it. So this one's going to go up here. Yep. All right. So before I glue that on, I just want to get an idea of where everybody's going. That can go there. This is here. I do want to cover up. You can see that little streak of glue right there. It will be covered up to the best of my ability. All my flowers will touch because that's the way I learned how to make cards. If they're like this and this and this, it's all disjointed and it doesn't flow. All right. Okay. This little leaf. Oh, there should have, wait. Okay, if there was two of them, I've misplaced one, so we'll just use one for now. Oh, wait. Never mind. I found one. I probably dropped it. Okay, this is the part where I got lazy when I was making it. So I thought, you probably don't want to sit here for an hour and watch me glue every little piece on. All right. That's going to go there. Now, the one thing I am watching is that I don't go over the side, because that is bigger than an envelope. Alrighty, you can go about there, or turn it until we're on the card. Groovy. That one. Go there. I think I like the red flower the best. I just think it's really cute. All right, and then I do have one, like I said, that is soft seafoam. No problemo. We'll do these guys. So I'm going to glue a little bit down here. Oh yes, I was going to pinch some of the leaves for you. All right, so let's get another look at where that's going. About there, so that can go about there. And again, all you have to do is just give these guys a little fold. And your card's a little more 3D, which I think is really cool. Hang on, Sandy. Bump. This one can probably also go that. I like that I can see some white on it. It can go the same direction. Almost the same direction. Switching again. Notice how I move to the side when I'm gluing in case I get a burst of strength. I most certainly do not want to have a big spot of glue. A little bit more glue to hold these guys on. All right, so you're going to go about there. Nope, you're not. You're not covering up my words. There you go. That curled a little bit, which means my heat trimmer wasn't quite as hot as I think it should have been. And again, I don't need the ends, so I'm just going to take those off. I don't need to hide that much. That can go there, and that one can go there. Alrighty, let's do that. You go there. Not a difficult card. We're going to do the inside too. I used to not do the insides, but I'm reformed. I do the insides of my cards now. Now, if you wanted to, you could also have used Wink of Stella to make everything just a little bit brighter and such. A little bit of a shine never hurt anybody, but I would probably do that on the petals. I don't know that I would want I don't know if I would like the look of Wink of Stella on my, I'm going to actually glue that one down. I don't know if I would want Wink of Stella on vellum. I don't think I've ever tried it. Okay, let's do this before I forget, and then we'll do the inside of the card. So I'm going to go, I've started embracing using the larger sizes a bit more. There, I used a medium. Close enough. Close enough. But you know what I would like to do is take one of these and go, get down and hold that down a little bit. It might work. It might work. You never know. Worth trying. Come to Sandy. That's 4. I'm going to use odd numbers. Then I'm going to use 5. Because there's so much going on in the card, I didn't want to use any of the other embellishments that we have. I just thought that might be just a tad too much. Oh, and you know what I forgot? I'll have to show you the inside of the... I'll show you the inside of the other card, because I missed a piece. Somebody in their haste. Did I cut more? Let me see. I did not. Okay. All right, so this is just the same as the front, 4 1/4. No, it isn't. It's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, leaving myself place for this. This is 1/2 inch by 4 1/8. I always leave a little light line of white at the bottom. I'm not sure why. I just like the look. Like, it's not a rule or anything. That would go inside the card. But let me show you the inside of the card. That's what I meant to do, but I forgot to cut that piece. I was so smart. So the front and the, well, that kind of worked out because now you can see the front and the inside. That's kind of cool. I want to remind you, oh no, actually, not remind you because I haven't told you yet. On June the 1st, goes till June 30th, Designer Series paper, which is the pattern paper, not all of it. It's a select grouping of them, will be 15% off. Now, if you happen to be a demonstrator, I have good news for you, because it's 15% plus your 20 or 25%. That's why joining Stampin' Up! Is such a good idea. Because saving money is awesome. Alrighty. So again, that's June the 1st. What else was I going to tell you? You know what? I've actually said everything. So that's my card and my card. And thank you so much for joining me. Again, these are the, who's going to forget the name of the paper Florist dies. Totally worth their weight in gold. Absolutely, because you can make all kinds of flowers. I even thought about using like a subtle DSP for the flowers. I'm working on it. We're getting there. And I just think it would be really pretty. And you get to choose the flowers. So there isn't even a stamp set with this. It's all dies. And that's why you may have missed it. There. Oh, thank you so much, Rosemary. Love the card is what Rosemary said. Oh, hi, Darlene. Hello. Just finishing up here. Again, there's the inside of the card. And my friends, I will see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye.